Now in today's experiment, we are going to test for the presence of calcium ions, Ca2 plus ions in this solution. We want to confirm whether calcium ions are present in this solution. Now, the first thing we need to do is add a few drops of sodium hydroxide solution and make an observation. Now, when we add a few drops of sodium hydroxide solution, a white precipitate of calcium hydroxide will form. And you can clearly see that there is a white precipitate of calcium hydroxide which is forming. Clear? Let's add a little more. And now you can see the white precipitate of calcium hydroxide. Now, very clearly visible. Okay? Now let's add excess of sodium hydroxide solution into this. And you see, even when we add excess, the precipitate doesn't go away. The white precipitate remains. Okay, so this is half of the test. Okay, then to carry out the second half of this test, we will again take a sample of the same salt solution to test to confirm whether calcium ions are present or not. Now this time we'll add some ammonium hydroxide solution, which is aqueous ammonia. As usual, we'll add a few drops first, and you can see there's no reaction. There's no change in color. Okay, so no white precipitate forms, or maybe a very slight. If you can observe, just there are some flakes of it, but nothing really substantial. Okay, so no precipitate, no clear white precipitate, and let's add excess. And no matter how much of ammonium hydroxide we add, there is no reaction. Is that clear? So the confirmatory test for calcium ions is when you add sodium hydroxide, a few drops, you get a white precipitate. You add excess, the white precipitate does not dissolve. When you add ammonium hydroxide, there is no reaction, either in small amounts or in excess. Okay, so this is the confirmatory test for calcium ions, Ca2 plus ions. Now, the white precipitate which is forming with this is calcium hydroxide, CaOH twice. Okay.